I haven't seen any of the new cards, but right before this stream, I was greedy and I clicked on the offering rates button and I looked at some of the cards that are in here. I freaked out for a little bit because I saw Bound Sweet Steenie and I was like, oh my god, there's no Sarina. Is Sarina an EX card? And I got all excited. But no, it's just a 2 diamond. I think, or maybe a 3 diamond, I don't know. I think all the 3 diamonds are evolutions. But I saw the list of cards in here. We got another Salandit. The Salandit favoritism is crazy. They saw Power World and they were like, hey, we did that first. We have the Sex Lizard. Not you guys. We got Primarina EX. I saw that. Very happy to see that little guy. I'm a big fan of Primarina. I picked it during my original playthrough of Sun Moon. The Sun Moon starters are good as shit. I've come around to all of them. I had mixed feelings on... I didn't love Primarina. I liked Poplio and Brione, but I didn't love Primarina the first pass. I didn't care for Incineroar. I didn't care for Decidueye. And now I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? Because both those guys are super cool. Now I think they're both great. Togedemaru. That should work with the Sophocles. We got a Dragonite EX, our first official Dragon EX card. Technically we had an Ultra Necrozma, which was a Dragon EX, but it's a promo. Now we got one in a pack. Apom. I wonder if Ambipom's in here. If Ambipom is just standalone. Let's find out by scrolling down. There's Ambipom. He's got an ability. Alright, enough of this. I'm not going to wait for someone to show up. Let's open some packs. I've seen almost none of the cards, and I don't know how many there are. It'd be funny if this was a god pack. We got something. What? Is that the gold? Hi. I think I just got the gold in my very first pack. I got a gold a few days ago. I'm being dead serious. If that's the gold, then that's my second gold in like 3 days. And it'll be my 5th one overall. Applin. It's got HP's a little bit low, don't you think? Oh, do you know? Oh, we're getting them all alphabetically, huh? This attack does 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. So 20, 40, 60, 80? No, just 20, 40, 60. If it went up to 80, it would actually be pretty good. So this thing's damage is 0. If it doesn't have any bench trends. 2 energies for 60 damage is not even incredible. Although a lot of the cards that do that are the stage 1s, and this is a basic. So credit to this guy. Minchino, big fan. I wonder if it too will be doing the wave. Liepard. Ah, pretty good. I think we already had a dark type that was doing 70 for 2, right? I don't remember. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Eevee bag. I really got the gold in my first pack. I don't even want to keep opening. I'm done. GG. Attacks used by your Pokemon that evolve from Eevee do plus 10 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Or heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon that evolves from Eevee. These cards are not so rare in tabletop, but I think this is the first instance of one in the pocket where you have to choose an effect, and I wonder what the UI is going to look like. I really got the gold in my first pack. That's insane. That's that streamer luck. Right? If I open this at home, like, I am at home. If I open this, like, normally, 69 cards. I would have got jack shit. It seems good in an Eevee deck. Another Minchino. Appleton, we got the evolution. We got one of them. They might have Flapple in here too. One of your Pokemon uses Sweets Relay during your last turn. This deck does 30 more damage. Okay, so you gotta use it right away though. It's specifically during last turn. So this is a 70 damage into 40, into 40, into 40. Oh wait, the attack is Sweets Relay, so it's just 70. Even it doesn't even need help. It's 40 its first attack, then 70 all future attacks. That kind of seems good, doesn't it? Am I crazy? This actually looks like a really good card. 70s for 1 energy is pretty good. Now, grass actually doesn't... I don't know. A lot of grass cards don't need that much energy to function. So extra turns to apply energy is not as useful as you would think. New favorite card art. Holy shit. It's so perfect. Bound Sweet, my beloved. Steenie. I got both. That's a pretty good card, actually. Even if this didn't evolve, this would be playable. Wouldn't be great. Tropius. Does not look that good. Interesting that it's colorless. Not impressed by it, though. Nice grass pack right there. Smoking that grass. Grass is my favorite type. I hope we got nice grass help this pack. Mawile. Powerful Vice. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And you know, that's not horrible. It's like a slightly better Dedenne, but it also costs more. I'm not going to act like this is a shitty card. When you have cards that don't evolve like this, really the main reason you have them is to kind of just hold out while you set up something in the bench. And 70 HP and 2 energies is pretty awkward. A lot of things are going to be able to kill you. It depends on how many heads you get with your paralysis. But if you get 0, if you get tails in your first paralysis, you might die on the second turn this thing's attacking. Swoobat. There you go. Nice little 100 HP, 40 damage, 1 energy. There's a lot of cards like this. One of the Drift Blims is like this, for example. And also Clefable is like this. I think the Drift Blim's weak to electric. I think the Clefable's weak to steel. This guy's weak to dark. Applin. Squovit, huh? Squovit made it in. Look at the Nanab berry. What's that one? Is that an Aspir berry? I don't know. That's a Ross berry. I recognize that one. I'm not super versed on my berries. Wishcash, it's ground type. Or rather, it's fighting type. That attack is pretty expensive on a type that cannot accelerate energies. This looks bad. I think our other Whiscash wasn't so different from this. That one was water type, though. I wonder if we have a fighting type Barboach as well. 10 damage to each of your benched Pokemon. And not even the enemies, just your own. But 130 damage is quite a lot, though. I can't lie. Looks awkward, I would never use it. Ten different cards. We ain't done. I've got a lot of hourglasses. No wishes. Once during your turn, you may put a random Pokemon tool card from your deck into your hand. That's fun. You could have 6 tools in your deck and just draw them all really quickly with this guy. I don't think that's great. I know there is a new tool this expansion. There's the leftovers. Corkscrew Punch. It's just there to be there. Drawing tools, huh? It's kind of good. I'm not going to act like that's bad. It's kind of good. Whoa, I'm a raving gaming dude. Beat. We got a colorless Dratini. No, I think our previous Dratini was colorless, wasn't it? I don't actually remember. I think it was. I'll have to compare this one to that one. Audino, my beloved. Meltan. We had a drawing Meltan, and now we got a attacking Meltan. If the Melmetal needs 3 or more energies, people will probably still run the drawing one. Salazzle. This looks worse than the one from Island, unless you're fighting specifically an Arceus. Or a Regice. Oh, free retreat cost. I can't lie, that's kind of cool. I'm not going to act like free retreat cost is bad, it's good. Drampa. We got another Drampa. Ah, that's a very annoying card. I do not like it. 70 damage and paralysis, or nothing. Goofy. Chatot. Oh, it's so cute. Opponent's active Pokemon is not confused. That looks like a very annoying card, and I hope no one runs it. Swirlix. Alamomola. Looks okay. Probably won't use it. Honestly, you could slot this into a Manaphy deck, though. It's 2 retreat cost on a basic, and 3 attack cost on a basic. That's pretty annoying. If you lead with this, it's very awkward. You need a deck with a lot of basics to make this work. Or like 2-leaf. Oh. That's an EX card border. We got an EX card. Mimikyu. This should work with Acerola. Flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. So it's like Mew, but it's on a coin flip. You still have the ability to heal this little guy with Acerola, so that's kind of interesting. You get, theoretically, multiple chances to try to imitate. I mean, that's nice. It, you don't have to match the energy, it seems, so, you know, you could kill Wishcash fighting with its own attack before he even gets enough energy to use it. Woobat, my beloved. I got Sylveon. Happy Ribbon. Vanillux, okay. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 80 damage for each heads. It's like, it's actually a lot like Kingler, but it has a misfire chance. And it's a stage 2. And the attack is cheaper. That looks workable with a Rare Candy. This looks like a you could use this in a Rare Candy deck. Or you could use this with Rare Candy. You can make a deck out of this. This looks like an okay card. Most stage 2s have to be at least playable because stage 2s are like, you know. Decidueye EX, Incineroar EX, Primarina EX do 30 plus damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, right out the gate, that means Incineroar's 1 energy attack is doing 60, which is absolutely bonkers. On turn 3, Incineroar can be doing 60 damage. With burn, right? It burns too. 80 damage. That's stupid. Incineroar is stupid. Incineroar decks are going to go hard as fuck because of this thing. Decidueye is getting 110 damage or 130 if the opponent already damaged. But it won't be doing bonus damage to benched mons. Primarina, I don't know. We gotta wait and see that one. Oh, we got a 3-diamond. Penny. This is the one that imitates other supporters. Slant it. It's a really funny card art, but I'll probably never use it. Hyper Whirlpool. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. This looks extremely annoying for the opponent. Purloin. Discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. No damage. The all Pokemon tools is again very funny because it implies equipping more than one. Maybe someday. Cute little cat. In Gen 5 it sat like a cat. In Gen 6 and beyond, when they made, like, you know, 3 models out of everything, they made this little guy stand upright and everyone thought it was the most cursed shit ever. Bound Sweet. Torkoal. Discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. Looks playable. Honestly, that's pretty cheap for that effect. And you're only discarding 1 energy. It's kind of a more mild version of stuff like, That Turtonator. Oh boy. Bunch of Vanillixes. Steenie. Card art's pretty funny. Sableye. Looks like a pretty good card, actually. But Sableye doesn't evolve, so I guess it just stops here. Not very impressive when you consider that. It's like a worse Farfetch'd. It's Farfetch'd, but it can be super effective to stuff. And it's got a teeny bit more HP. I'd probably rather have Farfetch'd, but it's almost as good. I didn't even look at that. It had Sweets Relay. Incineroar. Darkest Lariat. It's our good friend Golurk. They put Golurk into Incineroar. The attack is cheaper. And I can't lie, it's going to be really strong. 150 HP is pretty good too. Hi. My very first pack had the gold card in it. I just want you guys to know that. It's 1 in 500. Jolt. Alright, so we got a Joltik with slightly more HP than the other Joltik. And the effect is better too. Okay, so this Joltik just eats the other Joltik. Goodbye, other Joltik. Maybe the other Joltik was 40 HP as well. Leafeon. Card looks pretty funny. That ramp is not crazy, but it does give you something else to do with your energies if you're like all done. If everything has energy, you can just keep on sticking them onto this guy. I'm not going to act like it's useless to have an attack that powers up endlessly. Celebi averages, what, 25 damage per energy attached? This guy gets exactly 20. You can slot this into superior decks. 2 energies on it, plus superior on the bench. It has functionally 4 energies. It's doing 90 damage per attack. That's exactly the same as the little anchor fella, Delmise. Except it's better than Delmise. Because you can go higher and lower. Evo Harmony. 30 more damage for each evolution Pokemon on your bench. So it's any evolution. So a single evolved Pokemon is 70. 2 evolved Pokemon is 100. 3 evolved Pokemon is 130, which is our cap. That sounds really good with that little mushroom guy, Shiinotic. Shiinotic draws Pokemon cards like crazy. So you can get all your evolutions like pretty quick. And that's a Psychic type and this is a Psychic type. I don't know. Might be alright. Run an all Psychic type deck with a bunch of stage 1s in it. Poplio! Looks bad. Sweets Relay. 30 on the first attack. 90 on all feature attacks. Decent HP too. But that retreat cost is really, really, really expensive. Why'd they make it so expensive? It's colorless. You're intended to use all the Sweets Relay Pokemon together, I imagine. Alchemy. Sweets Overload. Oh, this one's like the finish off after you've been using Sweets Relay the whole battle. This one's like, yeah, actually, we're gonna, you know, this could do like 200 damage if you just get even a bunch of Sweets Relays off. That's really powerful, actually. Sweets Relay looks legit. It looks like a legit deck. This is cheaper than the other one. The other one needed a colorless energy too, if I recall. It was really strong though. I think it was doing 80 damage. Brione! I love it. It looks really short. This is like a Brione that's been in like a little squisher. Looks really weak. I'm unimpressed by 2 energies for 40 damage. Snorlax's little feet. Appleton. The other Sweets Relay Pokemon. We sure have over half the cards in this expansion. And I ain't done. I have a lot of gold. I didn't mean to get that much. I'll probably mostly be using it on my, what do you call those things? Wonder Picks. Probably not going to use much on the packs. Barboach. It looks stupid. It is fighting type. We can now confirm. It looks bad. The regular Eevee bag. Litten. It's lit. Another How. It's a Sweet Sweet Lemon. Milcery. It's based on the word sorcery. Am I supposed to read it as Milcery? We'll never know. Where's Swoob at? We got another Leafeon. Collect. Draw a card. That is probably the new best Eevee, if I'm being honest. I think that's better than any of the attacking ones. Jolteon. That's the one where it does 40 damage for 1 energy, but it's 60 on the turn that you evolve it. Chinchino. It looks bad. Cinchino. Mienfoo. It's like the other. It's like the Medicham, except it's weaker. It's like Focus Fist Mankey, except also weaker. Got the other Eevee. Melmetal. So it is 3 energies, so you probably still will run the original Meltan. Card looks pretty good. I think I'd probably run the other Melmetal. But it's not like this one's bad. 140 HP is an ass ton for a stage 1. And 90 damage for 3 energies is acceptable. That retreat cost is a bit high. This would be an okay card, but I think that the Meltan that attaches energies to itself with a mass actually makes this a pretty good card. What's Squibit's evolution again? We got something. We got 2 things. We got a 3 diamond and a rare art. Carbink. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from, and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. So it's a little early game stall card. It's cute too. Carbink tanking as it does. Umbreon. Your defending Pokemon is a basic. It can't attack during your opponent's next turn. This one looks quite good. This one looks very obnoxious. This looks like the nightmare, the worst enemy of Darkrai Giratina decks, which don't usually run any evolutions at all. I was using a deck for a while that was 2 Tapu Kokos and a Pikachu EX in the last expansion. It was doing some work. It's quite a good deck. Yeah, that would hate this as well. It seems to target a specific Pokemon, although it's not super clear. So if you kill something, the new Mon coming in can presumably attack. This one's quite fun. It's like Tapu Lele, except it considers all energy and it only hits the active Pokemon. Tapu Lele maybe seems better than this, but this is still very interesting. Another Incineroar. Now I can make my Incineroar deck Torracat. I would rather have the other one, but this one's okay. This one's playable. By personal preference. Ooh, leftovers. I would rather have the other one. There might be no Flapple in here. We might be flapless. Penny! Another of the Espeon. They're asking me to make a Espeon deck. Unfortunately, the step-up battles will probably require me to have specific deck types. And all Eevee decks are going to be colorless. Yes. Not many EXs yet. Have you noticed? God, I have so much gold. I didn't mean to get this much. Squibbit. I'm not going to try and keep track of what I have two of. Galvantula. Ah, that's a good effect, but that's a really annoying restriction. You can't even overload it with energy because it says discard all energy. So it's not like you can just spend a while attaching energies to this with, Oh, retreat cost 0, though. That's kind of good. So as soon as you get your big load off, you can immediately switch out. Another EX card. Is that the same border as our last one? I don't think so. Primarina. If the opponent has at least one extra... Oh, if this Pokemon has at least one extra water energy attached, this attack does 40 more damage. So it's 40 for 1 energy, 80 for 2, and then 100 for 3. And the 100 has healing. 180 HP is an ass ton. 2 retreat is kind of annoying. You wish it was 1, but it's workable. And then this can also do 30 extra damage with How. It brings it up to 70 or 100. No. 110. Or 130. Call me crazy, but this looks pretty good. It looks like an early game stage 2 card. Like, this is built for rare candy. $50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's like it's like a better Lumineon. But it can attack the opponent's active Pokemon, so it's better. And it's got 2 retreat costs instead of 0, so it's a lot worse. I'd probably rather have the Lumineon than this, if I'm being honest. But, you know, this thing works with Eevee Bag and all that. Ah, it's an EX. Snorlax. Full Mouth Manner. At the end of your turn, this Pokemon in the active spot heal 20 damage from it. This Pokemon is now asleep. So it's like a better version of the other Snorlax we had. This one doesn't work with Berry, so you've got to actually get all 4 energies on it. Every single colorless EX Mon requires a ton of energy. Is there a single colorless EX that requires only 2? Busted? Maybe it's busted. 4 energies with no energy acceleration is a bit iffy. You always got Manaphy and Dialga. And Delcatty. Once you actually have the energies on it, it looks quite good. 160 HP for a basic is awesome. Being a... Yeah, Ilima works well with it, I guess. Ilima forces you to discard all energies from it, so you've got to kind of decide really early whether you are trying to put energies on it or not. But yeah, this thing looks like you'll know the turn you're about to die, you know. So you'll be able to call it and Ilima out with deny the opponent the point. Repel, I guess. This does look like a good friend of Ilima, I can't lie. Just thinking about that synergy. Well, I skipped Togedemaru. We gotta remember to go back for that one. I'm sorry, Toga. I didn't mean to. I was just mindlessly clicking. Another EX. I think we've seen that border. Double hit. Flip 2 coins, 20 damage for each head. It's nice and simple. It's like Sneasel or Poipole. I hate this card effect. Another Sylveon? Okay. Now we can make our Sylveon deck. There he is. Bristling Spikes. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, do 30 damage to the attacking Pokemon. I wonder if that effect is powered up by Sophocles. I imagine the attack effect is powered up. This should do 60 if you use Sophocles. But I wonder if you use Sophocles, then you do 60 in recoil as well. I need to read the Sophocles text in order to find out. Mian Chao. Looks alright. 70 damage for 2 energies is usually good. Sand Slash was doing that. We got one of most of the EXs at this point. Primarina and Snorlax. I haven't found Eevee yet. Can't help but notice. Or whatever Greedent's evolution is. I'll probably do 20 more. Another leftovers, now we got 2. I'm not super impressed by leftovers. It's definitely playable. But I'd probably rather have a helmet or a barb. Barb to me is the best tool so far. Getting a lot of Chadots. And Daudinos. Card art's good. Sure. What the heck does Squid evolve into? Did I get nothing? Oh, that was Greedent. I gotta look at Greedent. Interesting. 100 damage to mons with Pokemon tools. 50 otherwise. 50 is not horrible. 3 energies is kind of a lot. I don't love that. Don't love 3 energies. I got 1 new card and no EXs and no... Did I even get like a 3 diamond? I just got common packs. Alright, that one sucked. God pack here. Torcat. Wow, Serena! I'm skipping too fast. I've gotten too used to the idea that I've grabbed all the 1 and 2 and 3s, but I haven't. Well, maybe I have now. How is a cool little kid? EX, a new one, I think. Although I'm not super sure. Flareon. So we're just missing Eevee now. Two fire energy from this Pokemon. I've already analyzed this thing because I reeled it early. It's very fair. 130 damage is a lot, but you're constantly taking damage from your ability, and you're not able to attach energies to any other mons in your bench. And you can't easily use it as a first Pokemon. It seems very tempting to have this and then Charizard. Like, you know, because Charizard sets itself up very easily, so you don't need to put any energies on it, other than when it's, you know, doing its little Stoke thing. But you can't lead with this and go to Charizard, or rather you can, but it takes an extra turn compared to if you're going to this later in the game. That's funny, yeah. A little synergy with Dawn. That is that the that looks like the cinematic border. I might have got the cinematic. Yeah. Well, I got an EVEX finally. This is 1%. A little bit higher than that, actually. It's like 1.5%. I've already opened like 60 packs at this point, so statistically I was like over half chance of getting it. That is just precious. Cute. Now I'd like a normal EVX. Ah. Take a fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your benched Pokemon. That seems good. A little bit of energy acceleration on a mon that's not Moltres. 2 energies for 40 damage is definitely not impressive. 110 HP is workable. I did look at Serena. Here it is. It's another 1 energy attacker. And that effect is hilarious. Now, having a stage 2 that only does 50 damage is very mediocre. But this has synergy with both Mallow and Rare Candy. And the other Serena. You can run one of each. This looks like a really good stall card. Not only because you can heal it to full in a single turn, and because of its enormous HP, but also because you're stalling the opponent's draws. That seems really good. You would hope a stage 2 would be really good. God, I took those to be grass cards I was missing, but they were both fire cards. I think we'll do one more. Oh, I can only do one more. A whoosh. We got a rare card in here. I haven't got a shiny yet. Leaf Blast. 20 more damage for each energy. So it made a noise. Yep, we got a rare card in there. Sometimes it makes a noise, sometimes it doesn't. I haven't figured out why. We got a freaking Leafeon again. Sure. This is the one that whooshed. It's another... What is this? What should be another Leafeon? Jolteon. This looks like a 2-star card, but it's not based on an EX. It's a damn good looking card, though. Where are we? Coming down from the sky? I got 2 Leafeon 1-stars that didn't make whoosh, and then 1... Oh, Espeon. We didn't have this. We had the rare version of it. Greedent is stupid, and I hate it. There, I said it. We were all thinking it, but I said it. Pretty fun mons. They all feel pretty fast, and none of them feel very strong. There are some high damage dealers in here, but most of the cards require very little energy, is my big impression. Flareon. Oh, he cute. Flareon used to be my favorite Pokemon back in Gen 1. No new EXs. The only EX we missed is Eevee EX, which we got the 3-star for. Whoosh. How many pack points are we at anyway? 315. I'm not going to buy the EVEX or anything. Honestly, it's probably in my Wonder Picks. Let's just Wonder Pick an EVEX just like that, very easily. Primarina. I kind of want that Vaporeon. I don't know if I'm willing to wonder pick for rare cards yet. I'd rather just wonder pick for EX cards. Let's go for the Primarina. Alright, first one to say a spot is the spot I'll check. I'm ready. 1. Damn it. You both would have been wrong. In fact, anyone who said anything would have been wrong because it's actually predetermined whether you got it or not. LS. That's a bonus pick. Might as well. 1 stack attacker, please. Damn it. Kartana's good. I was gonna say Kartana's the best card in this set. I mean, in this thing. But actually, it's Lucamine by far. Let's go for the Vaporeon. What are we here for if not for Vaporeons? But you know that in terms of human Pokemon, I didn't get it. Okay, let's complete all our missions, and then we'll go beat up some of the comms. This will probably give me a bunch of hourglasses. Oh, my dailies. Okay, that was easy. Just completed all the Dex ones at once. Oh, this Flareon one requires the Eevee. I bet they all will. I say that, and then immediately I remember that it's only Sylveon and Flareon as the EX cards. I wonder what we're gonna have besides the wonder what I'm missing here. Oh, we got Sweets Relay. That makes sense. Sweets Relay seems like a deck that builds itself. We got the Appleton. No Flapple in the set, by the way. We got the Vanillix, but without the, or Vanilla-ish without the Vanillix. What type are we running here? What type deck is this? Do you run it with grass, water? I guess it is. Oh, looks like a very workable deck, actually. You'd probably have duplicates of the Psyche types in that deck. And kill one of the spare types. Oh, I forgot we don't even have a Dragonite yet. Snorlax, EX, Nihilego. That sounds really obnoxious, yeah. Iron Barb, Snorlax, with Nihilegos chilling in the back. I better be anti-meta by having a bunch of bench attackers. Eevee and its evolutions, 1. I got them all. Pokemon with gems in their bodies. That would be Carbink and Sableye. Maybe others? Nope, just those 2. Pokemon that use their tails. I don't know. Minchino. And then Apom, of course. Greedent uses its tail. Seems to be using it to hold food there. Fruit Pokemon. That would be Bounsweet. And I don't know what else. Bounsweet, Steenie, Sarina, Tropius. Oh, of course Tropius is a fruit Pokemon. That's the OG fruit Pokemon. Literally everyone saw the thing and it's like, can you eat the bananas? Can you eat its beard? Sweets Relay. It's all little Sweets Relay guys. Now I get a clear shot at all of them. Yeah, why is Applin not a fruit? There actually isn't a... Apples don't exist in the Pokemon universe. Only in the context of Applin do they exist. There is an apple-based berry, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Soothing and healing Pokemon. Primarina didn't make the cut. That's sad. Running into a wild Audino that uses Healing Beam on you. A gluttonous Snorlax. Will it just be Snorlax? Oh, leftovers, of course. That's how you get leftovers in later gens, I think. Collect 3 alchemies for an alchemy icon. Thank you. Are these are the rare Eevees. Every single one has like a full art version. Mysterious. What is it? One of the rare Sylveon EXs. Or Sylveon or Sylveon EX, I see. They both have full arts. 26 for that. Man. No, these are all just clear. Except for the ones that I haven't cleared. Garden of Smiling Flowers 2. How long have I had this? I traded for the rare Shaman. This one's kind of funny. Just haven't gotten the Gardevoir and the Charizards. You can just trade to get those. I got a Golden Heligo recently. Premium. I'm all done with these. Alright, let's do some step-up battles. Three, 7, 5, and 4. That should be pretty quick. Seenie. How will I nuke them? Fire type, 3 basics. 3 basics will actually be very annoying with my Incineroar deck. The alternative is fast fire. We'll just stall until we get all our basics. We only have 3 basics in the whole deck. Alright, we got Charmander, Charizard, and Rare Candy in our opening hand. And we're going first. This is absolutely optimal RNG. Repel. That's my Litten. My other Pokeball, hell yeah. This battle could have not gone smoother. We got both our Pokeballs immediately. I was just going to stall until I got all my basics deployed. You know what's up. My poor little opponent with his flared Steenie. And look at me. This literally kills 2 Minchinos. I'm sorry, little Steenie. The Fury Attack Rowlet. We're not using all new cards. I feel like if I do auto, the game is gonna like use the professor's research and the Yono and the repel, the Pokemon communication. That Fury Attack was like, what's his face though, in the Spear at the end of 300. I'm Xerxes with my cheek cut. Or my ear or whatever. Didn't 300 get a sequel? I feel like I found that out recently. Alright, nice easy battle. Torracat, do I use a water deck? I don't think I have one. By Bruxish. That'll do. I love my Bruxish deck. Alright, optimal RNG here would probably be getting Froakie and getting a Greninja right away. I'm going to play it safe and lead with the Bruxish though. If I can evolve the Froakie, or if I can get a Rocky Helmet. No, Rocky Helmet won't be enough. Evolving the Froakie, I'll be able to kill it without attacking. Or without it being able to attack, rather. Well, I'll put the Rocky Helmet on. Alright, Greninja would be the God Draw here, because Greninja wouldn't allow me to kill the Litten. Why? It evolved. Greninja still allows me to kill it. Oh, what a day. Streamer luck. This deck is so fun when everything comes together. 90 damage per turn so quickly. That was very fortunate. Bro's putting energies on all these mons that won't even get to do anything. Unfortunately, I've got to go through the whole shebang every turn, otherwise I'm doing only 30 damage. And only that much thanks to weakness. Bruxish is a fun card, but it's a fair card. Maybe a bit too fair. This is a viewer deck. Someone sent me this. They were like, hey Baff, try this deck, it's really fun. By God, they were right. I didn't play the Froakie. I forgot that was a thing. I can get that really quick, but that's annoying. I don't think I have to play all three. I think playing one is good enough. Oh no, we lost. I tapped. Why am I not proceeding? It recommended me. I lost a one of these little tutorial battles. The game is like, yeah. Recommended fighting? I guess because it's mostly normal types. Lightning. I've got at least one lightning deck somewhere. Kokochu, there it is. I'll use my Pachirisu deck. It's a bit slower. Kokochu would have been faster. Kokochu doesn't have that many basics though, so I would have had to wait for my Pokeballs. And or my basics. This is pretty much the god start for this battle as well. You want early game Pikachu and late game Eevee. This is a deck of my own creation. It's quite strong. The mod in front of me is frustratingly not even weak to electric. Note that I can actually attack with Pikachu next turn thanks to Dawn. This card is a lot better when you're fighting EX cards. Where in the hell are my fucking Electabuzzes? Full art Dawn, baby. Attaching the energy to Pikachu saved me having to use a supporter. I could either go into go into Pikachu and use Dawn. Or I could go into Electabuzz and use Volkner. Well, there's the basic ones done. That was nice and simple. Leafy on. Fire. A stage 1. Battle by 14. I'm seeing 3 things that say play fast fire. Nah, I'm going to keep playing in Cinezard. The one annoying thing about this deck is that Charizard is, like, I don't know, slow? Having to spend the turn at Stoke is annoying. My 2 cinematic lilies. There's no particular reason to hunt down my Incineroar yet when I don't even have a rare candy. I think I'll just try and win with Charizard. I mean with Charmeleon. Honestly, that card looks very good. Even if you're not running in a Sweet Relay deck, it looks workable. I changed my mind, let's evolve. Look at all the damage I took. Truly, this is intermediate. He could have done 40 more if he wanted to. Instead, he evolves literally the only thing. Or he goes into the only thing that can't attack this turn. Can't evolve an attack. Alright, nice and simple. Water again. Let's build a water deck real quick. Let's build a water Eevee deck. Some of these, some of these. Wow. 2 of those. I'll put a Vaporeon in there. The island one. Who else gets to come? That Glaceon can come. That Glaceon can come. Oh, that Glaceon I kind of like more. Let me in! No, I need the full art one. That's good enough. Now let's see here. Eevee bag. Then I don't know, X speeds. New Shadowverse game. No. Fuck it, Poison Barb. You know. This deck will be good and not stupid. I should put some Misties in there. What am I thinking with that? Poison Barb? What the fuck is that? Whoa. Oh my god. This UI. The lag. Aren't we Misty believers? I feel like I spent a long time trying to get a Misty and now I got 10 of them. I'm ready to collect. Oh, he's ready to collect. I didn't anticipate this. Can't turn one Misty because I'm not a water type. I could have put a Celestic Town Elder in here, so I would have 4 EVs. You only really need 3 though. Okay, my opponent chooses not to collect because he is stupid. Alright, we Misty this one, and if I get 2 heads, I just evolve. Okay, that didn't happen. So we collect instead. Ice Blade's damage of 50 is a bit underwhelming. If I draw an Eevee bag this turn, I can power it up, right? That didn't happen. Let's just collect again. My opponent with this cool drawing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Cut that out. I can kill this in 1 turn, but that's an uncomfortable amount of damage. There's the Eevee bag. I will use it to heal myself. Now we can figure out how this card works. Interesting UI. It dies to my attack, which means the incoming Mon is going to lose 10 HP. Dink. the other Eevee bag. Another Eevee. I don't know. I think we just stay in until we win at this point. A potion that applies to multiple things at the same time. That you can use on the same deck as regular potion. It's kind of nice. I'm just now realizing that it's not quite perfectly aligned. You're cutting off the bottom of my name there. Next energy generated. That wasn't super fast. Glaceon is one of the most underwhelming EX cards. I'm not going to say outright that it's the worst, but it's not very impressive by any stretch. It's a shame because Glaceon has stands. Can I get a high from a Glaceon enjoyer? It wants lightning type. Let's try the other one. What are my restrictions? Oh, I have to evolve, don't I? Yeah, this deck can't evolve. I like the Buzz lead. That's always fun. When I'm going second, it's not horrible. Both Dawns. Alright, the dream would be a Pachirisu and a Shaman. There's the Shaman. Where's the Pachirisu? Nowhere. Alright, we'll play the Shaman. We'll play the Pikachu. But then we'll just put an energy on the Electabuzz and that'll be that. It's looking like we might have an organic curve into Electivire. Bro didn't even use that to retreat. Alright. On this turn we kill the Vanillish. The Vanilla... Yeah, Vanillish was correct. And then on next turn we evolve and we sweep. The Ice Flare. Soul. I don't think we have to play another basic, but I played another basic. We won by turn 14, I think. I have to be up this time tomorrow, so I can't go to sleep anytime soon. Fighting type. Stage 1, turn 14. I made a new fighting type deck recently. It's not very good, but it makes me feel happy to play. It's Machamp, baby. Passimian, Machop, Lucario. Honestly, the Lycanroc version of this deck that's a step-up battle is probably just better. Also, it's a Machamp deck, but I don't have Machamp EX in it. I just have regular-ass ordinary Machamp. Passimian is technically the best lead. In fact, Passimian will probably just fuck up everything in this battle. I probably won't need to ever evolve anything. I do need to evolve something just purely for getting the mission. Wish there's a button you could hold that would just speed things up in a combat battle. Double hit is the move, isn't it? Is it double hit? I think double hit is the move that you need to know in order to evolve into Ambipom. It's a move evolution. I always like those. I think that's really fun. Certain Pokemon need to level up with a certain move in order to evolve. For example, Steenie becomes Serena if it levels up while knowing the move Stomp. There's one with Ancient Power, I think. Oh, man. That's really annoying. I can't cure that. That might cause me to win slower than... Okay, we broke through. That might cause me to win slower than turn 14. Alright, Chatot is a nuisance. Machop can just kill this. Fuck it, let's do it. Okay, so we evolve. Next turn we evolve to Machoke, and then we Iono and pray for the Lucario. And that'll kill the Jolteon if I get the Lucario. In my head it makes sense. I think I have good odds too. Leftovers. Alright, Iono, do your thing. There's the Lucario, I did it. We got it. What a fun little deck. Probably not that great. Oh, I didn't even need it. I forgot one Lucario plus weakness was enough. Now I feel kind of dumb. In my head I knew he was weak. And in my head I knew Lucario was powering me up. But I failed to add 20 and 20. Darkness deck? Yep. Got a few of them. Actually, I think just one. Oh, I got the Weezing deck as well. I could have played that. Love Ekans. I'm gonna get Sweets relayed. This mon in front of me is not even weak to Naganadel. The hell I go. Not even weak to dark. Yeah, I'll play the other Ekans. Okay. You won't poison sting me, I'll poison sting you. Interesting. Not a bad move, I think. Psychic makes a funny noise. Every type has its own unique sound effect when you do an attack, which is, as they say in the business, soul. There's my evolution. Now I just need to get a bunch of kills with Dark Mons, which is all I have. This deck is better than it looks. I think the Weezing version is better. Nihilego and Weezing are BFFs. Wish I could play the Poipole. I didn't have the foresight. This battle's not going super quickly. It's really mean of the devs that it uses an even number for win battle by X turns. Alright, 14 is still in the book. There's no need to go into that. So notice that it didn't attack me because it thought it would die. I think it might attack me this turn, though. The AI is kind of weird like that. Nope, still didn't. Cyrus would have been helpful earlier. Arbok is so cool. If Arbok has a million fans, I am one of them. Grass. If Arbok has 100 fans, I am one of them. If Arbok has 1 fan, it's me. If Arbok has no fans, it means I am dead. Sprigatito is arguably the best lead for this deck. I made this deck on a whim recently. It's like unprofessionally made, but it's been doing hella work. I have a sneaking suspicion it might actually be good. One thing that's weird about it is I'm not running any... Wow, that is annoying actually. I've got to evolve right away. I got the Floragato, so we'll just use it. Niascarada is actually just shy of the kill, annoyingly. Alright. Sableye is proving its worth. No one can say Sableye is a bad card. One really goofy thing about this deck is I don't have Leaf Capes, and I don't have Erica, because I have just way too many Pokemon. Having a lot of Pokemon is okay in decks with Sprigatito, because it draws. But I could probably kill the Miascarada line from this deck, and it would still be good. And just have, like, Erica, Leaf Cape. And then Pheromosa and the Decidueyes. Also, he was weak to grass, so I did kill him. Mathematically, I should switch to Pheromosa next turn. Never mind. There you are, Rowlet. I think Pheromosa to clean out actually is better though. Two Pheromosa attacks gets it done. I guess two Decidueye attacks also gets it done. In the beginning, they would release the thing the day of, and people would data mine it, look at all the cards. But now they're releasing it like on the moment. Shit. I need to knock out active Pokemon with grass. I'm glad I remembered that. Decidueye is a really fun card, the non-EX version. The EX version is a very fun card too. Doing well. That'll bring fire. I wish I had more fire decks. I could just make one. I could just have a Flareon deck right now. At any moment, I could just have a Flareon deck. Let's just put together a fun fire deck. We're not gonna go crazy. We're just gonna like look at cards that look kind of fun and then play them. Where's fire, damn it? There's too many grass cards in this game. This UI needs a fix. Let's start from the bottom so we're using newer cards. Whoa. There's Flareon. We'll take Flareon. Torkoal can come. Arcana and EX, my beloved. Blastofflon is a funny card. I need to get kills with fire type attacks. Talonflame is neat. Houndoom, fuck it. I'm here trying to use some fun cards, damn it. Now that's a fun card. That's too much. Let's get rid of them. Alright, we got some obligatory cards to slot in based on my choices. We're gonna need to... what's her name? Lusamine. Look at my two-star Illusamines. How did I roll that? Insane RNG. And I guess we need some EVs. Forgot the EVs. There's one. Here's two more. That looks fun. This looks like a fun deck. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. If I was trying hard, I could make a better deck than this. Eevee seems like a good lead. Blastofflon seems like a terrible lead, but a good mon to play. Oh boy, Chudot. I will play the Houndour. I said Houndor my entire childhood. I don't know what word is being referenced. Obviously, got the Hound. What's the Dower? That kind of Dower. Alright, so far we've been lucky. Alright, next turn we can just play the Flareon, and wait a sec, we haven't discarded any fire energies, we can't just play the Flareon. Okay, we can evolve to get rid of the status, and put energies on the Blacephalon. Is that the play, even? I think we put energies on the Houndoom, actually. The Blacephalon can set up in a single turn. Ah, shit. I already spent my energy for the turn. Sloppy play by me, I think. You know that Chato is coming right back in to confuse me. My opponent with first point. I go Eevee, and then even if he confuses me, I just evolve next turn. That makes sense in my head. That's Torkoal. Okay, of all the things, he went to the Melmetal, which actually dies to Flareon's attack. Fire Spin, huh? Fire Spin is a move that Flareon learns. Gen 1 treated Fire Spin like the ultimate fire attack. And I understand why it would do that. Because the way that wrap mechanics work was very busted. Oh, I forgot about this. Alright, we just go to the Blacephalon and we explode. GG. No, that was a fun little battle. I'm gonna have a lot of extra hourglasses when all's said and done. Maybe I'll be able to open more. Oh, that's all of them. Thank God. Flareon. Win with water. 100 damage in one go. Which, by the way, I can't actually do with turn 14. Opponent get no points. Buckshish can't actually do 100 damage in one turn. So I guess we're going to try for the Vaporeon deck and hope we don't lose anything. Magma Storm is very good. I wish there was like a Thunder or Hydro Pump equivalent for fire. I mean, there is. It's Fire Blast. Going first is bad. Yeah, this is just awkward in general. I'm trying to deny my opponent points too. Obviously, I can just X speed into my other Eevee. I can go for the Misty. It's YOLO. I think it's okay. One heads, please. Damn. Sure would have been nice. Watch him evolve. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant either. Okay, so amusingly, he has no energy at all. I also have, man, these Misties. I also have damage on both Mons, so the Eevee bag into the healing sounds good. I probably should have waited. It's not like I needed to heal, and I might need the damage. I think I'm going to be able to win without my opponent getting any knockout points. Nice potion. Yeah, he can't attack me next turn. I think Glaceon's going to be ready to do some work. Come in and win on the spot. I think that battle went okay. Someone commented on my Mario's Nightmare run. It's the worst ROM hack I've ever played, and I've played some stinkers. Alright, full cleared that one in one attempt. That's good. What is it, electric here? And 100 damage in one go. Pikachu does that easily. Turn 14, yep. Opponent not getting any points, yep. Actually... yeah, this is obviously one where I should use the Tapu Koko deck. I have 2 Rainbow Tapu Kokos. Obviously I build decks around the cool cards I have. Bath's slow transformation into whale. Electrical cable does nothing in a battle where I can't have any fatalities. Alright. This seems good for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Alamamala feels like my opponent's worst possible lead. Red is also useless in this battle. I'm probably never going to switch off of this Tapu Koko. It would be funny if my opponent just switched out this Alamomola next turn, and then just had me kill 3 normal types, and then I failed to ever get 100 plus damage in one go. He's probably gonna put an energy on, yeah, the Eevee. Or the frickin' Chinchino. Bro's like, let me spray down this fish. No, bro, it's over. That fish is cooked. This Pokeball will do nothing. Whenever you have a Pokeball, but you have all basic Pokemon in play, there's very little to think about. It's good to keep for Yono, the opponent's Yono. Yeah, wow. Nice detective work. Okay, winning quickly, again, can be a big issue with this stupid little guy. I can't stop getting heads. I've hit through confusion 3 times in a row. I don't think I have Dawn in this deck, but Dawn in this deck sure would be nice. Oh my god, 4 in a row. I think it was discovered recently that the AI cheats a little bit. It's got a higher than normal coin flip rate. I wouldn't be surprised if its opening hands cheat a little bit too. Like if it gets like more, it's more likely to get Professor Oak or Pokeball. Or several basics in its opening hand. But I know for a fact it gets like a higher than 50% heads rate. I said I know for a fact, but I don't know for a fact. I'm just trusting someone else who found that. Metal type. Oof. I think I have a couple metal type decks in here somewhere. Thug Trio. And nothing else. That's embarrassing. Alright, Thug Trio it is. Happened to headbutt. I guess I'll put on the Poison Barb. My opponent can't hit me, but that's neither here nor there. It's a fun little deck. It's a bit goofy. My own creation. Damn it. Doug Trio is going to be a fiend as soon as I get to evolve. Mimikyu is weak to metal. I freaked out for a sec because I thought I was going to die this turn. Jesus. Look at the sheer number of cards my opponent's drawn. I've had both my researches, and he's still 3 cards ahead of me. He's had every possible draw effect, other than his other Sylveon EX. Aight. Let's do this. That's a good start. Yay. That's all I need, baby. I can get at most 2 energies onto the Necrozma Dustman this turn. So we gotta go for another triple headbutt. Ah, it was enough. Good RNG. Both of those were coin flips to kill. I mean, in a very literal sense, obviously I needed like just to flip coins in over and over to win. But both of them had an exactly 50% chance of killing, and I got both. Alright, we've one attempt at every single one of these so far. Dragonite, huh? He probably won't even come out. Fighting type, 100 damage or more, turn 14, no points from the opponent. The Passimian deck isn't so good when the opponent needs to get no points. Let's play Ramp Chomp. Garchomp should allow me to punch the Dragonite before it can get fully evolved. This battle always starts with a Gibble, because it's my only basic. There's my other one. Right, if I can draw a rare candy in the near future, I am pretty much set to win immediately. Alright, I'm gonna play Dratini. Play anything but a Chatot. Eevee's fine. Cranidos. Perhaps I will go into that next turn. Perhaps I will. I think the only thing that would stop me is a rare candy. Interesting that my opponent has drawn no Eevees. I mean, not Eevees, no Dratinis. This Do the Wave will do, well, I don't know. There's Dratini. Evolve, Lily, unzip, kill. War in the what? War in the Middle East? I know. Putting some other stuff on the bench just in case. So Cyrus into Dratini. No. That's my rare candy, a little late. I think that went well. Good old Rampardos. With no changes whatsoever, it could be an EX card. Still fighting? Yes, I do still work in a hospital. I will answer hospital-based questions. In fact, just today, I recertified BLS. I am trained to perform CPR. If I find someone on the ground, I attempt to rouse them. Tap on the head, you know, hey, are you okay? I check for breathing. I watch for chest movement. I feel for the carotid artery. 2 fingers, not thumb. Why do you not use the thumb for feeling for the carotid artery? I didn't learn this today, but I already knew it. It's because you could easily feel your own pulse, and then you would feel silly after you said, "Hey, I feel a pulse," and then it was your own. I don't have an apartment. Shake my head. Yes, you can feel your own pulse in your thumb when you're pressing it hard on something. Ha! I'm not a basic. Your attack doesn't scare me, little embryon. Anyway, one hand on top of the other, lower half of the sternum, 2-inch chest compressions, 2 minutes, 100 to 120 BPM. And lift the chin. It's a well-known little factoid that the easiest way to get the right rhythm for CPR is to use songs that have a 100 to 120 BPM, such as the classic examples are Another One Bites the Dust or Staying Alive, which are both, very CPR themed. But last time I went to get my CPR training 2 years ago, they recommended the song Baby Shark. Imagine giving CPR. Imagine you're like having like a cardiac arrest and you're like barely aware of your surroundings. You're gasping for air. You're like, you can't talk. And the guy gets over your body, puts his arms on your lower sternum, and he's like, "Baby shark, doo 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 doo." Only darkness. Low rarity. Turn 12. Opponent gets no points. Let's do the only darkness ones. The hell go Dark Rise, only darkness, right? Yes. This is my favorite deck. I haven't put my Golden Heligo in here yet. I love the Ultra Beasts. I love Sun and Moon. I'll tell you right now that literally every mother has heard the Hurt song Baby Shark like a gazillion times. And mothers would be very appreciative to know infant CPR, which I also know, by the way. Why is there a Buzzwole in front of me? Why are there 2 Buzzwoles in front of me? I knew I would be working in a hospital pretty much as soon as I got into X-ray school. Leaf? Leaf. Yes. Even well-performed CPR. Ah, my leaf. I was going to use that to retreat if I do something else. Well, this is quite an ugly situation I found myself in. I'm not even sure I can win. Okay, I can obviously still win. I just need to draw a basic in a hurry. Yeah, you classically break the sternum or ribs. I didn't need that. Just kidding, I would have really liked to keep that. This arena card is pretty annoying. Coughing, my beloved. I can't even evolve the damn little guy. If he stays in, he's dead to poison eventually. The word eventually is doing some heavy lifting there. That was my least useful card. D. O. G. There's no real need to... I guess I should leaf? No. Letting the Nihilego die is probably optimal. This is quite difficult. I got a little RNG screwed. Unfortunately, he can use Punch to kill me, which means he can Big Beat next turn. He went to that one? Red Pill me. Lusamine? Yeah. What do you mean there's so many? It's all of them, bro. Gang's all here. Alright, this isn't over, but I need a Weezing this turn. Okay, this is over. This deck usually wins. I'm a bit surprised to lose. I really lost to this arena. It really shows how good of a card it is. He got very lucky to get this arena so quickly. And the leaf too. I definitely got very RNG screwed, but even still. Oh, this is a good lead in some matchups, but this is a grass deck. And I'm going first, which is bad. In an ideal world, there's a coughing. If you work in a hospital, you make a lot more money than if you work at like an outpatient center or something like that, by the way. I didn't complete that thought. Alright. If he doesn't evolve, that would be amazing. If he does evolve, but I draw Weezing, that would be amazing. Am I going to get flopped on? Pretty much the god bench at this point. But Rare Candy fucks me over in a hurry. That doesn't bother me. Well, it's not ideal. You've been saving all your teeth? It would have been pretty nice to draw a Weezing here. That's all I can say. I should have saved the cape for coughing. Oh, here it comes. Now I have to discard energies. Weezing, right on time. Poison Barb was a really good draw, actually. Because now the Buzzwole attacks me. It gets poisoned. I can't go into Darkrai right away. I love this double Nihilego. If he stays in, he loses, so he's got to switch out. Of course, he has the other Serena. It's been enough time. He's drawn out most of his deck at this point. Interesting that we've drawn the same number of cards. It feels like it shouldn't be. He's used one research and one Pokeball. I've used one research and two Pokeballs. What do I do here? Stall? I think I've got a stall. Look at all the energies on that guy. I keep on drawing the same damn Koga over and over. If I could get a Pokemon, I could shuffle. Oh, I win. My opponent's like, I can win if I use Big Beat. I can kill the coughing this turn if I use Big Beat. I think that was a very slow battle, though. But we don't need to get the fast win, the no knockout points win, and the all dark deck win all at once. I've been utterly convinced of the efficacy of the Newt's Arena. "17 turns." That's a deck where I feel like it would get owned if I just rushed it down. But I was playing a very slow deck. Flareon. Win with grass. Going first is okay with this deck, depending on my luck. It's always a choice whether I want to lead with Pheromosa or Sprigatito. They're both good leads. Sprigatito's probably the play here. A lot of research. Yes, Grotta's good. I have the rare candy too. He can attack me this turn, which he will. I think I'm forced to evolve right away. Oh, the game is doing that thing where it lags. No, he doesn't necessarily have a Flareon. The Digimon card devs must have been looking wide-eyed at how Pokemon TCG Pocket just prints money. I'll probably play it. Alright, this cannot get a third energy. Right? Unless I'm crazy. Yeah. Alright. Red would be nice. But we work with what we have, and I don't have red. His ability will kill him. So he can't use it. He can use it on the other one. He can't get 3 energies on the other Flareon. He can get... He can get 2 energies on the Torkoal, though. Nah, but he needs Dawn as well. I don't know if this deck's running Dawn. I think we're okay. I think we're chilling. We'll find out how chilling we are in about 1 second. I can win on the spot with the Decidueye. No, I can't. Bro drew 3 Flareons. Alright, time to make a tough call. $20 to this. And he's at what, 110? And then Rowlet fails to kill. If I go Decidueye, he just kills it. I'm missing 20 HP. I'll have 150, and he does that in one go. I don't see a way to win. I don't see a way to win. I see a way to win. I do that, and now I don't attack with the Decidueye. I just sit there, and he can't one-shot me. And I use that turn to get... He combusted. Motherfucker. Alright, so Eevee has Sabrina or Cyrus. I lose. Otherwise, I think I win. I guess Eevee Bag will also kill me. No, I think it's one shy. He's got red as well. Alright, GG. Eevee bag plus red. That was very close. I got fucked over by going first, didn't I? Yeah, I went first. If I went second, I won that. Many such cases. It looked good for a while. I don't think there was a way to win based on his hand. It seemed like he had exactly the cards he needed all the time. He perpetually only had like 1 to 2 cards in his hand because he played everything else. Like, just for an example, if he had not drawn the third Flareon, I would have been able to kill his Eevee on the bench for my 3rd point. So, in addition to already getting 2 Flareon, he needed to have 3 Flareons by that point. Donald Trump said some things. Sad. Yeah, fake news. I don't like Donald Trump. I think he's a very evil motherfucker. But every now and then he says some RF Army stuff. And I'm not mad per se, but I'm like, damn. Not to get all political. But when Donald Trump was like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing regarding the situation in the Middle East, I was like, damn. He right, though. That's how I feel. He's funny, but he should die. On the plus side, my opponent has drawn nothing in terms of energies. What do I do here? Who gets the energy? God, the damage I put at this Torkoal is actually pretty annoying. I don't know where I should put this damn thing. Let's put on this guy. I think objectively speaking that was a mistake. Because now I can't even kill the Torkoal. It's regular Flareon. Okay, on the plus side, there is a plus side here. He can't have an energy on the Flareon. In order to even attack me here. He has to, yeah, just continuously put energies. That hurts. That hurts a lot. This is why I spent all this time setting it up and it's now useless. I could have not eaten that flamethrower if I put the energy that I put on the Miasgrata on the Decidueye originally. This is really not going well. I'm like, the deck is kind of suspect. All my numbers are a little off. Look at that. I don't see a way to win this. Because he's just going to kill something. There's no way I can stop the Flareon from killing something next turn. Going first again fucked me over a little bit, but not as much that time. But my Pheromosa normally kind of sets me up. The way that he played out his cards was bad for me. Not having a basic in the beginning meant I couldn't get damage on something in the beginning. And then from that point on, it became bad for me to put energy on Pheromosa. I definitely could have... My energy... The one moment where I stopped for a while to try and figure out what the heck I should do, I put the energy on the wrong thing. But it was hard to say in the moment. Alright, I'm going second this time, and I got a good lead. And a good starting hand. Just getting better and better. Okay, so he can't attack by evolving into Flareon. And if he doesn't evolve into Flareon, I could just kill it. And even with him evolving into Flareon, it still seems kind of good. Do I save the Rare Candy and just go Florigato? No, I need both. I need 260s actually to kill him. Sabrina would go hard this turn. Lag. I think I should actually play this. Yesgrad is the key to winning in this battle. So he has to combust. Oh my god. That actually doesn't change anything at all. I don't think. We'll find out. Switching actually seems really good this turn. There's my other Meowscarada, which is going to be very helpful. Okay, I think I clear. I think he's cooked. Because I have two Meowscaradas and there's no way he can kill both of them. And either one kills his Flareon in one hit from here on out, haha, in case he unless he uses Eevee Bag, haha. But I still have both of them. I see a very unpleasant world. Okay, that's annoying. As long as he doesn't Eevee Bag. Okay, now even if he Eevee Bags, I win. I was going to say I see a very unpleasant world where he puts on a rocky helmet and kills my Pheromosa and Eevee Bag, so I can't kill it with one Meowscarada. And then I attack with the Meowscarada. Whoa. Put the energy on. Alright, so we did win in the end. It was not easy. We did have a type disadvantage, obviously, and I think that mattered in one of the battles. But actually, Pheromosa just dies in one hit to Torkoal anyway. Absolutely brutal fight. Primarina with all fire. Okay, fuck it. Let's give this a go. It has more than 150 HP. That's really the benchmark where Charizard 2 starts being a little bit more suspect. Turn 1 is fine for this deck, actually. We got the Incineroar and the Litten and the Rare Candy in the opening hand. That's quite rare. Quite good. There's a Pikamuku in front of me. I can kill it with burn damage. Mars is tempting to play this turn, but I think I'll wait. Your first knockout is pretty much always a 2-point knockout. So playing Mars late is usually good. No, don't sprinkle water on me. I've never seen anyone play this Pikamuku, but I've long suspected it's a good card. My opponent's actually in the process of bricking, which is pretty funny. If he doesn't draw a Pokemon card this turn, he loses. He needs a basic. Ah, Mars was a good play there. I 100% should have played Mars. Well, the thing is, I know he has no basics right now. So if I give him 3 new cards, the chances of him getting a basic is decent. My opponent bricked! Rarely did the comms brick. But okay, that was a freebie after the difficult player on deck. Wow, 60 damage battle. That seems okay. This is the final battle, by the way, for the added step of battles. Win with only fighting. There are a lot of fighting cards that are not weak to Psychic. However, I will play the Machamp deck, in which case all 4 Mons are weak to Psychic. Toucannon is good. Generally, it's just a worse Beedrill. But 70 damage on 1 energy is no joke. Yes, that does bother me. I use common versions of cards frequently to avoid that animation. Okay, going second is actually very strong here. My opponent could just get owned depending on what cards they draw. It's like very possible that this deck just destroys them. I've got 1 chance of getting a Pessimian and 2 chances of getting a Riolu, and Riolu is way better. Yay. This is the Riolu where I said it has aura. Look at him. Look at his aura. My regular Espeon is in front of my face. I cannot one-shot that. He can get power boost on me. Next turn he's doing 70. No, 60. Yuno is tempting. Fuck it. I know we don't have that many cards in play. But a Machoke sounds kind of nice. I say as I instantly get it. What are you waiting for? Throw me a pass. It's even official size, but not official weight. You guys ever seen that? Anyone ever seen that? Wow, that was lucky. Great cards to draw there. Okay. I'm actually in a pretty good position. Particularly if I can draw him a champ. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say I'm only in a good position if I can draw him a champ. Drawing him a champ is not that rare, though. 2 out of 9. Maybe a little bit higher, because I think I have the other research in play still. Yeah. Nah, I got it. Alright, this is pretty much the dream setup. Even my last card is great. Look at all that power. That's what you want out of a champ right there. What's Sylveon going to do? Nothing. It's going to come out, it's going to draw 2 cards, it's going to get its face smushed. Play it. I encourage. Oh, he didn't even have it. I'm not about to pop off and let him draw it. Let's put a 5th energy on there. Double its health. AI is getting more and more subtle, I've noticed. Eventually we're just going to be completely unable to tell, and everything's going to go to shit. Okay, that's all the added step-up battles. I'm not going to try for getting every single, goal. Seems like a lot of work. But we can open up, we can use all our new hourglasses. And our free pack, because it passed 2:30 a.m. Maybe. My Woobat. Alright, a final 10 pack. Whoa. Hope you guys didn't hear that. I know you guys heard that. Watch this be a god pack. I'm gonna tilt the thing. It's not a god pack. I just want a regular ass Eevee EX. Then I'll be happy. I honestly want it more than the 3-star Eevee at this point. Why is it doing that? What does it think it found? Alright, 2 packs left. Oh, we got something. 2 somethings. Alright, moment of truth. This is either an Eevee EX or a god pack. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, we got nothing. We might have enough pack points for an Eevee EX. We didn't get a Dragonite either. We don't have close. Alright, we'll just wonder pick the Eevee EX right now. Lusamine, my wife, my beautiful wife. I'm already over 40. Actual line spoken by Lusamine in game. Dragonite EX, my beloved. Alright, someone give me a number between 1 and 5. 2. Damn it. It wasn't 2. Help. I'm trapped on this screen. Maybe it'll let me try again. Haha. Cool, Japanese. It actually tracks if you've got cards in a foreign language, and you can play the cards in a foreign language in your decks. Fun fact. It's a little convoluted to figure out how to do it. Rare Eevee. I want that too. Eevee EX and a Snorlax EX. That's a great pack to pull from. Yep, that seems to be the one. Alright, let's do this. We've been busting on the wonder picks, but maybe this will be the one. Give me a number. It doesn't matter. The number does not matter. Two again. Ah, we got nothing. We had 2 chances, 40%, nearly a coin flip. Sad. Oh well. I got a whole month to get 2 more EXs. So in the end, we're missing Eevee and Dragonite, just those 2. And of our EXs, we chanced upon a single Flareon, a single Primarina, and 2 Sylveons. Okay. And an Eevee. I think it was a pretty good little expansion. I like a lot of the cards a lot. Gonna be building stuff pretty soon. But for now, I'm gonna nap. Thanks for coming.